Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody? Snow! I hope you are all okay. Is that on the right? No, it's not on the right fucking case. It's never on the right camera.
I was going to say.
That's better. It's a bit lighter. A bit more with it. So, how is everybody? Hope you're all okay. You'd think I would check the freaking camera by now, wouldn't you? I'm going to add it to my list. I have this little list of things that need to be done. Set camera. It's supposed to say set cameras and I forget to do it because my bit of paper falls. Elle's not in chat. Nobody's in chat. I'm talking to myself. Why are you down here?
I want to say hi.
Why?
Because.
Why?
Because I want to.
Because you're a pain in the ass.
Today we are knitting with Mummy.
We are knitting with Mummy.
She has a pretty yarn. And it's sparkly.
It is sparkly, isn't it?
And we have lights and snow.
We have lights and snow. It's good, isn't it? Oh, hey, who's that?
Oh! Oh, I knew you was going to come.
You missed it.
Quick.
I created this 5-minute long countdown thing, and you just twice now you've missed it. Hello, sweetie. I saw that you're knackered. I hope you're all right.
Hey, Al. Mum told me that you wasn't here.
She wasn't feeling well yesterday.
You wasn't here
Thursday.
very long.
She wasn't here at all Thursday. I got so told off. Unbelievable.
So today we are knitting with Mummy.
Shall we show Elle what we're knitting? There we go. They're coming up lovely.
And guess what?
Really pretty.
Guess
Kind of wish I'd done like mittens with these instead, because they'd be on show more, you know. But I don't know. I might make some like. I wonder if I'll have enough yarn to make some little fingerless jobbies, because these are so Christmassy in a way that like the Silent Nights weren't. You know.
Come here. Isis is here, but you can't see her.
Yeah, Isis is down there on the bush having a drink.
So
yeah, I'm kind of tempted to maybe give it a try and see, even if it's just enough to sort of cuff up to there, you know, because mittens use about the same as a pair of socks, don't they?
What day is it today?
Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
And we are knitting with Mummy on Saturday.
We're knitting with Mummy on Saturdays. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Move that camera so slightly so I don't have to lean forward.
So
otherwise it hurts my back.
Al, can I have the rest of the seals, please?
Oh, we know they're cereals now. We know that they're cereals.
I know that they're called seals now.
They're called cereals, are they? There you go, look at that.
Oh, wow, that's going to be good.
Is that cool? You happy with that?
Yeah. So, I got the one holding the heart, the sleepy one. The one
I
holding...
like the sleepy one.
I like the one holding the heart.
Right, you're going to go to bed now, okay? So, say night-night to Al.
Good night, Al.
And say see you next time.
See you next time.
Go on, shoo.
Give the Mummy huggy.
Over here. Go on. She says night-night. Go on, off you go.
Guess what, Al? Me and Mum are getting married.
We're going to live in a castle. He's already told me this. He's got it all worked out. We're going to get married. We're going to live in a castle. He's going to be the king. I'm going to be the queen. And I've got to wear a pretty dress.
Tell what else is in the castle.
There's going to be knights. All the bedrooms. They're there for all our knights who are going to look after us. And in the cellar, there's going to be a dragon.
But actually, it's called basement.
No, it's basement if you live in America. In England, it's the cellar. Go on, shoo. Gonna have a dragon. Yeah, you come visit. We'll have plenty of rooms by the sound of things.
We've got thrones.
And thrones to sit on. That was the other thing, yeah. Gonna have a throne to sit on. So, yeah. You just come out with this one after, it's like a good couple of years ago you came out with this one afternoon. I don't know what he'd been watching. And it's funny, out of 5 children, he's the only one that's ever said, I love you, Mummy, I'm going to marry you when I grow up. rest of my boys were all like, you know, whatever. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the camera right. I want it so that I'm not leaning over the table too much. So, how are you? Hey Nelly, how you doing, sweetie? How's it going? So tired. That's the run up, innit? Or are you like more tired than normal? I'm knackered. Yeah, I expect it as. I'm good, Nelly. How are you? I'm a bit short on sleep, but then, you know. What else is new? Not before lot. Oh! Hi! Thanks for the host, Mr. Vic. Appreciate that. You made me jump, but there you go. Cheers to that, lovey. Yeah, night before last I get a 2 a.m. phone call from Rob. Callie's got some pains. We've called an ambulance. Oh, fucking hell. So I goes down there. She's alright. They took her off to check her over and all that lot. And said, no, you're fine. That's fine. But again, her poor husband had a night sitting in the car park. And then my mum said to me, oh, can you come down Saturday morning? What time Saturday? She said, oh, about 11. I'm good, darling, I'm good. How are you? I was like, yeah, okay, what am I doing? And she's like, well, I've got some shopping coming, and it's mainly because she can't carry it from the front door down to the hallway. And of course, the delivery people aren't allowed to access your property at the moment due to COVID rules and regulations. So normally my son helps her, but he goes to club on Saturdays. So I said, yeah, that's fine. I'll be down about 11. So she was like, okay. I said, ring me Friday to remind me. So she rings me last night. Don't forget about tomorrow, of course, which I had. And after being down the road at sort of 3 a.m. the night before, I was looking forward to having a bit of a lie in this morning. So I was a bit like, oh shit. So I said, well, you better ring me at 9 a.m. then, make sure I'm up. And can I have a cup of tea before I come? She said, yeah, okay, lovely, see you tomorrow. I was like, yeah, alright then. So she phones me at 9 a.m. I get up, staggers downstairs. And I'm doing that thing where you sit there with a cup of tea like that. You know, not moving, not really, like your eyes, yeah, your eyes are open, but they don't actually work. You know, that period where you sit in a cup of tea night and your brain's going, what the fuck is going on? Why are we upright? And then about 45 minutes later, she phones me back and she went, don't worry about it, they came early and Kyle was still here. I was like, you got me out of bed and I didn't need to be up. So, yeah, I was like, well, bollocks. I hate everything. How are you, Mr. Vic? You alright? She did say, if you come down though, I'll give you lunch. So I did go down and have lunch. And she was like, please come down and have lunch. I was like, well, what's the matter? And she was like, well, because you've put all the Christmas food in all our freezers, because, you know, they've got lots more freezers down there than I do. And she said, and then I've just ordered enough food to get me through until after Christmas. I was like, all right. She was like, I haven't got room in the freezer for Black Forest Gatto. And I was like, yay, I get Black Forest Gatto at lunchtime. She was like, yeah, so it's awesome. So I went down there. She doesn't buy a lot though, Nelly. You know, she just buys for her. But it's just the getting it from the front door, because it's a long, long hallway, down to the kitchen so that she can put it all away. And what she requires is basically someone to carry it down there. She leaves like a bag by the front door, and just carry her shopping down to the kitchen, put it on the kitchen table, and then she just potters around the kitchen putting little bits of little bits away. So yes, I had a Cornish pasty and black forest cut for lunch. It was very nice too. And then I had to get home for 3 o'clock because my shopping came. So it's been a day of groceries today. It's very nice. And I had pizza for dinner. Ooh, excuse me. So what you been up to this week then, Nelly? Anything good? Yum day of food. Yes. It was a bit. Not much really, trying to rest and make certain things possible. Sounds like a plan. Spent the afternoon telling my mum what was on the TV over Christmas, because every year she used to buy like the Radio Times, and she would sit there when I was a kid, you know, before like DVDs and Sky TV and streaming services and all that lot came in. Yeah, because I'm old. She would buy the TV Times and the Radio Times. I don't know why she bought both, but she always bought both at Christmas. She only buys the Radio Times during the year, but at Christmas she bought both. And she would go through and lay them out on the floor and circle what she was going to watch, and she'd star it if she wanted to record it, you know, put it onto tape and all that lot. And yeah, she stopped doing that when Sky TV became more popular, you know, because you could record it all onto your Sky TV, couldn't you? And yeah, she used to spread it all out on the floor. Do you remember when we used to do that when we were kids? God's sake. And you weren't allowed to fucking do anything because Mum wanted to record, you know. And then she bought a double-decker VHS. We were posh. We had a double. Could do 2 at once. It was awesome. And every fucking year you renewed Star Wars and E.T. and The Last Starfighter. You know, you renewed all your favourite films, didn't you? Because they only come out at Christmas. And then you had the rest of the year where you could watch them and wear out the VHS, and then, you know, it doesn't look very good, does it, this year? So this year she decided, because she's no longer got Sky and she's only got Now TV, that she wanted to work out what she's going to watch. So, because my mum's virtually blind, she can't read the Radio Times for love nor money. Even if you made the letters 2 inches tall, she would still struggle. She's that bad now. So she said to me, you know, could you read the Radio Times for me? And I was like, well, I can already tell you BBC's going to be shit. So she was like, well, how do you do that? I was like, because Doctor Who's not on Christmas Day. So she sort of rolled her eyes because she's not a Doctor Who fan. And she was like, yeah, but what else is on? So I had a quick flick through and I said, well, it's basically war movies, ITV's Carry On, because obviously Barbara Windsor's just died, hasn't she? I said, and you know, sort of went through it all, but there's a couple of good things on that she wants to watch, which is nice, but some of it's absolutely dire. Oh, and Moonraker. Why was Moonraker always on at Christmas when we were kids? You know, James Bond's Moonraker. Why was that? I mean, I'm saying you're probably a lot younger than I am, Vic. Especially if 85 is the year you were born. I feel really fucking old now. But yeah, when I was a kid, we used to record it all onto VHS tapes. And, you know, my mum would go out at Christmas time and she'd buy Scotch VHS tapes to make us. It is, yeah, so I've got 10 years on you, lovey. Yeah, and she would, go out and buy a whole load of VHS tapes. And we always had some that we would re-record every year. Star Wars films and and it was always the same films, you know. But that's why I watched Mary Poppins at Christmas, because that's when we always used to watch it. It was always on at Christmas when I was a kid, and it just seems so wrong that it's available all year round. It's like Star Wars. It's just wrong that that's available all year round. Star Wars is on at Christmas. Of course, nowadays, you've got about fucking 700 Star Wars films rather than just the 3, you know. That's really bad. Finish a scarf for a friend. Oh, cool. It's really nice when people are happy with what you give them, isn't it? Especially if it's something you made. I don't make things for people anymore because A, I'm an unsociable bitch, and B, because, you know, very few people are worth my time. There you go. He had an old VHS for Flight of the Navigator. Oh, loved that film. Loved that film. There you go. You want to tell Vig that that's what she wants to buy you for Christmas is DVD with Flight of the Navigator on. You were looking at Christmas Day and thinking, now you know what you couldn't see. Go think what it was. Doctor Who. Yes, Doctor Who. Doctor Who's on New Year's. It wasn't on last Christmas either. But yeah, last week BBC put a thing up on their page going, oh, this is all our Christmas viewing, blah, 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 blah. I thought I'll have a quick cycle through the comments and see what people are saying about it. And a lot of people went, really? And that's what we're paying 160 fucking quid for, is it? And I just put, this is why I cancelled my TV licence. Yeah. No, I don't bother with it now. What? Go sleep. I should go down the road and watch Doctor Who on New Year's, and then quite happily just not watch TV again for another year. You're gonna watch through your laptop and wondering why you're being so daft paying. Well, technically you're supposed to, if you're watching anything BBC on your laptop, you're still supposed to have a licence because you're still using their service. But the way I see it, are they really going to come and chase me for once a year? But I won't watch it anyway. I'll go down the road and watch it with my son. So no, I made the decision this year. That was it. I'm done with the TV licence because I can't remember the last time I watched BBC. It was probably at least a year ago, if not longer. You log into iPlayer, your parents' postcode. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Log in, use my mum's details. And if they take me to court and say, proves that you don't watch it, I'll say proves that I do. You can't, Because I can't remember the last time I watched BBC. It was probably the last series of Doctor Who. I haven't watched it since. Because it's crap. I don't watch TV at all, really. I watch I watch old crap on the TV, on catch up. Like I'm going through Doctor Who at the moment. So I've been watching that for the past week or so. I'm on to Peter Capaldi, and Bill's just about to join. The only bummer of it is, so did Matt Lucas. Can't stand Matt Lucas. Well, that's it. That's what I thought. I thought, I'm not paying 160 odd quid for, 1 or 2 programmes. I can wait for Doctor Who to hit Netflix like it has done now. That's why I'm watching it now. Everything else is available elsewhere. Matt Lucas, can't stand him. I don't like Little Britain. Isn't it? Hello, Tanta, how are you? Yes, him and David Walliams. Can't say. Mum was rabbiting on about the book that David Walliams had written that she's been hearing about earlier on. And I was like, you can stop right there, Mum. She's like, but it's a kid's book. I was like, yeah, I know. I said, but I can't fucking stand them. Can't stand either of them. Can't stand either of them. I don't know what it is. It's like they're horrible, both of them. Don't like either of them. Stuart used to watch Little Britain. He used to think it was hysterical. And I was just like... I said, if I had to name your biggest flaw, it's that you like Little Britain, you fucking weirdo. I'm good. How are you? It's been a long week. How goes it? They're like thrush, yeah. Itchy. You need some hugs. Aww. Go and get Gingy hugs. If you like, I'll stick a stamp on Daryl's forehead and post him to you. He'll hug you. Just might take him a few days. So what were you all working on then? Sweet, have I? Tut. How's kids, Vic? Excited for Christmas? You're watching Miss G while Vic picks up the eldest pain in the ass. Taxi. Mum Taxi. I know that one very well. I'm a cow. I always said to my kids, no, I will not pick you up and give you a lift to so-and-so's house. That's what the fucking bus is for. And then as they got older, I remember when my son started college, and of course the first morning comes, he wakes up late. Mum, I'm late for college. I said, alright. So I got up and I took him to college. And of course a couple of days later it happened again. So I said, I'll take you to college, it'll cost you a £5. And he's like, what? College 10 miles away. I was like, cost you a £5. And he said, why? I said, because, cars run on fuel. And I have to put fuel in the car. And I've already taken you to college once this week. I said, you've got a fucking bus pass, which entitles you to go to college for nothing on the bus. If I'm going to take you, you're going to pay for it. Okay, can you take me and I will pay you? And he gave me a £5. And it was good 6-7 months before he slipped up and had to ask me to take him again. And again, I was like, £5 up front or you don't go. Simple as that. And you can explain to them why you're not at college. Okay. Benefit, kind of looking forward to it, but even he is like, it don't feel right this year. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit more festive, I think. I feel a bit more, excited about it. But then, Daryl's only 6, so it's quite exciting to him. So he's found I went when Argos announced like that they were going to stop doing the paper catalogues. I went and bought the last one. I went and picked it up, just for the feels, as it were. Properly put it away and forgot all about it like you do. Daryl found it the other day. He's been carting that fucking thing around for 3 days straight. Keeps opening it up and going, right, see this here, mummy? And I'm like, nope, I'm not looking at it. I'm not buying it. So, yeah, it kind of, it makes it that little bit more magical, doesn't it? I think the older you get, the more stressful Christmas gets, especially when you're, like, the head of the family, as it were. When you're the one that's arranging everything and organising everything, doing all the food, which is what I'm doing this year, when you're the one doing it all and sort of trying to marshal who's going to be where for Christmas. And, of course, this year now we're having to take into account that my daughter's got another family she has to at some point squeeze in because of the in-laws. It's sort of trying to make it so that it's fair for everybody and all that lot. So, no, I don't feel very Christmassy yet. I feel quite stressed, but I'm going to start baking tomorrow, get the cakes on the go. Strong enough that you'll get done for drunk driving if you eat a slice. So I'll get those going. And then I should have all the cakes done just in time to sort of start thinking about doing the actual Christmas food on Christmas Eve. So, but yes, when you've got a small one, it kind of reminds you the magic of it all and how much fun it is when you're a kid. You're the one sorting it, but it's only you and your dad still have to do everything because he is housebound, not feeling it at all. Yeah, I know. Same sort of deal I've got with my mum, really, but I've got all the adult kids as well, and they're at that age now where you go, what do you want for Christmas? And I don't know, like you get to when you get to a certain adult age that you're just like, there's loads of shit I want, but it's all too expensive and I can't really ask for anything. I don't really know what I want, but I don't want you to buy me crap that I'm never going to use, so just, don't bother. You get like that, don't you? Well, my kids have just sort of reached that age now, and you go, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know. And they're like, well, why did you go and buy that? Why didn't you put it on your Christmas list and I would have bought it? I never thought about it. And I have this conversation 5 times over at the moment. Because I've got my 4 kids, I've got my son-in-law, and then I've got my bonus kid as well. And I'm like, why didn't you just say to me, Mum, look, I really wouldn't mind this. And then you come to me on, December 3rd and go, oh, Mum, can I have some wrestling gear? No, I can't afford to buy sports gear. Wrestling gear, he wants fucking kick pads for wrestling. And I'm like, yeah, how much are they? Oh, yeah, no, oh, can you get me some boots? Well, how much are they going to be? Oh, they're about 70 quid. Right, okay. So that's 70 quid for you, love. Well, what about everybody else that I've now got to buy for? I can't afford to spend £70 on everybody. Last couple of years just don't feel like Christmas with Miss G's hat. Wow, yeah, and then the shitstorm that's this year. I think you may spend a day in the kitchen tomorrow and make sweets. 2 batches of fudge, coconut ice, peppermint. Oh, sounds like it's going to be nice in your house. There'll be Dundee cakes in my kitchen tomorrow. Get 2 Dundee cakes done with fruit that has been sitting in alcohol since January 10. I have a big catering jar in my fridge filled with dry fruit. well, it was dry when I put it in there. It's now got a liver complaint. Poured a bottle of rum all over it. A little bit cherry liqueur to give it a bit of, you know. And then, oh yes. Yes, would you like to see them? Would you like to see the fruit? Hang on, I'll go get it. Hang on a sec. Get away. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is my jar of fruit. Now, to give you an idea of how big this is, it's 2 hands to hold it. Okay. Now, hang on. The alcohol, when I put it in here, filled it up. The alcohol is now down to there. Yeah, back there. It was up here when I filled it up. And it's been there so long that the top's resealed. Because it's been in my fridge for so long. So yeah, that'll make 4 or 5 Dundee cakes. Hang on, go put it back. It's got rum and a little bit of cherry liqueur in, because I don't like glacé cherries. So yeah, I put a bit of cherry liqueur in, but mostly rum. And then it sits in my fridge for a year, and I go in every sort of once a month to turn it, you know, so it all gets equally sloshed. When I empty that out, the alcohol will be like syrup. It'll be really like goopy, for want of a better word, goopy. Goes in cakes. It's really nice. Apparently, I don't eat fruitcake, so I never actually eat any of it because I don't like fruitcake. But I make I've got a list of people who want some. Yeah, real cherries are nice, but not glacier cherries. Yeah, my mum wants one. My sister wants one. One of my bonus son likes one. My younger son usually wants one, and if I've got enough left, I'll make one for Callie's mother-in-law as well. So, but it would do 4, sometimes 5 cakes. Last year, Alex said, "Have you got any fruit left?" I said, "Yeah, I do actually." And he's like, "Could you make another cake?" I said, "Yeah, go on then." And he's like, "I'm going to take it to training," because he's a wrestler. So I was like, "Yeah, go on then." Apparently they all womped it down. I was like, "You're the only one to eat it here." Then Mini Vic discovered he liked it. Oh no. So you've got to share. One year I made one for my partner. And he and his dad always used to go down the pub on Christmas Day, just, you know, for the afternoon Christmas drink, you know. And I said, "Well, thank God the pub's only around the corner." I said, "But for God's sake, don't let your dad have a piece and go down on his own. I don't want to be responsible if he falls over." So he said, no, all right. He phoned me up like that night. And he was like, "All right, babe." I said, "You all right? Have a good afternoon in the pub?" He's like, yeah. Bloody good thing I went with Dad. I said, "Why is that then?" He said, "Well, he was weaving on the way to the pub because he had a big hefty slice of that fucking cake you made." It's like, good on him. Yeah, he was half cut before he even fucking got to the pub and started drinking. Yeah, it's become tradition. My mum used to do it when I was a kid, and then I took over the Christmas baking. Pretty much, she used to cook the food and I would bake the cakes. but I'm doing all this shit. Well, Matt's helping because Matt's a chef, so yeah. So you make bread pudding, and if bloody loves it. See, there you go. You even make a vegan one for that. Oh, bless. Several shots at yeah. He was apparently he was down like this guy down round the corner to the pub. They literally lived round the corner from the pub. And yeah, apparently he wobbled a bit on the way, which was quite good because he normally drank pints, so having something that's got rum in it was a bit different for him, which is probably why he was a bit sloshed. But bless him. Stuart be there every year going, "You're gonna make me a cake. You're gonna make me a cake." Yes, darling, I will make you a cake. I've got to make chocolate cake and almond slices as well. Love almond slice. Homemade almond slice is just, oh, naughty. And I always have to make a couple because my second son is like, "You make almond slice, Mum, for Christmas?" "Yes, alright, I make almond slice for Christmas." "You make 2 almond slices for Christmas?" Okay. Trouble when you've got like a lot of kids, they like all the cake, so my daughter will make a coconut cake. She's started doing that. That's her job. She makes coconut cake for Christmas. I used to bake like every birthday and then at Christmas, but I don't enjoy doing it as much anymore, mainly because the standing out in the kitchen to do it all makes my back ache. So I only really do Christmas now. But yeah, it's not good, is it, when you've already got pain or fatigue and then you've got to go stand out in the kitchen, which is, until the oven gets going, is the coldest room in the house anyway, because there's no heating out in my kitchen. And then for a couple of years I had to do it with dowel strapped to me, because for some reason, you know, kids, how they know, every sodding year, see if I can find a photo, he would refuse to settle down for thanks for the follow, Oracle of Dawn. What a fab name. And I would end up doing the baking with Daryl wrapped in his baby sling because he would refuse to go to sleep. Ooh, there you go. Just to give you an idea. That was taken at 11:14 p.m. I'm out there making cakes, mixer in hand. Daryl's stuck to my back. That was his first Christmas. Little sod. And I thought, it's alright, it'll be fine. But no, I ended up doing it a couple of years running, 2 or 3 years running. And my mum was all, oh, you shouldn't let him do that. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, he refused to go to sleep. So I ended up getting out there and... Hi, Mia. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, thank you. So yeah, little sod. I ended up sticking him in the sling because every time I tried to go off to do some baking, he'd start yelling the house down. So I was like, oh, sod it. Chuck him in the sling. It's easier. It's a bit like Bake Off though, because you're there and you feel like you're being critiqued for everything that you do because you've got this small child going over your shoulder to see what you're doing. But at least now I can say to him, you have to stay upstairs while I cook. Do not come back downstairs. So I was talking to Callie earlier on and I was saying, you know, I know you're spending like Christmas Day with me, but you know, what will be the plan next year? Because of course next year she'll be in her own home and they'll have the baby and all that lot. So it'll be a bit different next year. You return with alcohol. Oh no. Did you get your requisite hugs, darling? That's all that matters. I don't know whether you heard, but I did say I could always stick a stamp on Daryl's forehead and post him if you like, but you know, not sure you'd want that really. He's a bit noisy. So our husband invaded. Oh my god! I was all proud of myself, Vic. I was all proud of myself because not only did I find out how to make snow, you know, I mean, look, I feel very proud of myself, but I managed to make a countdown screen. You shall take a Daryl. I will personally deliver him if you like. Or I don't know if I can though. Can't afford the fucking ferry. Yeah. I'll create a countdown screen for the start of my streams. And Sunshine and the puppy's there going, "No, it's really easy." And I'm like, "Only because you know how to do it." And she's there in our stream going, "It's really easy, just go here and click this. And I'm like, oh my God, I suddenly feel extremely overloaded with information here. And it must have taken me about an hour. And I came back and I went, "I've got a candle screener. Oh, I should have vodka cake, cherry cake." And I discovered the snow completely by accident, actually. The overlay for that. I was like, "Yay, snow!" I do like cherry cake. Yeah, I do. I don't like cherry zero as much. It tastes different. Yeah, it's called an overlay. I have no idea though. You make it up on the doohickey and then you import it in as a browser source or something. I don't know. I've got it, excuse me. You ate an entire bar of dark chocolate cherry truffle goodness on Thursday. Did you enjoy it though? I've eaten half a bar of dairy milk chopped nut. You have no regrets. Was it lush? I bet it was lovely, wasn't it? Ah, but was that why you had the headache Thursday night? No, okay. You're worried about mother not in Discord stress. Why? What was that all about? My daughter gets them, Nelly. When my daughter was about 10, she was getting a lot of headaches, and I took her to the doctor. And the doctor gave me a list of food and said, "These are your most common triggers: chocolate, cheese, caffeine, wine, and a few others." He said, obviously, some of them won't be relevant. Okay. And he said, "You'll have to eliminate them one by one and see how she goes." So I was like, okay. Typical migraine. So yeah, she was getting migraines. So we left the doctors and headed on into town. And then I turned around to her, I said, "Shit." She said, "What?" I said, "It's Easter on Sunday and I've already bought you an Easter egg." So she was like, "Oh." So I said, "Well, okay." I said, "The way I see it is you've got several choices." So she was like, "Go on then." I said, "Well, you can say, sod it, and eat the egg all in one go, as you are probably going to do, and suffer the consequences. You can have a little bit every day and hope that it doesn't, give you a migraine." I said, "Or you can not eat the egg at all and somebody else will eat it." "Well, I'm not doing that one," she says. I was like, "No, I didn't think you would somehow." So she ate the egg all in one go, and next morning she woke up, dreadful migraine, absolutely dreadful it was. So I was like, well, that pretty much answers that question, And then we learnt over a few years as well that cheese also sets her off. So yeah, she's had to sort of figure out what her limit and that lot is. She can eat like a little bit. It's like she knows she can eat a chocolate bar, but she couldn't eat like a chocolate bar every day or every other day. She has to keep sort of her level, if you like, down below a certain amount. So, and I remember one day the kids went swimming up the local pool, and they got back and Alex decided to tell tales, and he said to me, when we got out of the pool, she went to the sweetie machine. She got sweeties out of the machine in the cafe, and I was like, okay. And he was like, well, she got chocolate, and I was like, okay. I said, well, it's her own fault, isn't it? I said, you know, there's no point me telling her off. She's already going to have the migraine now, and she can live with that tomorrow. She, you know, she'll still be going to school and all that lot. So he was like, oh, well, I thought you should know. So I said, okay. I said, what did she have? Oh, she had a Lion bar and and he's standing there, he's going, I can't remember what it's called. He was going, it's that one that girls aren't allowed. Now, if you're as old as me, you might remember the TV adverts for chocolate that were only for men. Do you remember what they were called? Or do you remember the advert? That's the one. Yeah. And I was like, do you mean a Yorkie bar? And he was like, that's it. She had one of those and a Lion bar. So I was like, okay, well, it's her money, you know. So of course next morning she wakes up, I don't want to go to school, I don't feel very well. And I hadn't said anything to her the day before. So yeah, I don't feel very well. I've got really, really bad headache. I said, well, you're still going to school, but I've got a bad head, blah, 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 blah. So maybe you shouldn't have eaten 2 chocolate bars yesterday. And I carted her off to school. I was a bitch. And I carted her off to school. She was furious. But she learned. Yes, Yorkie bars. I was a mean mama. Yeah. Like I said to her though, you know you get migraines when you eat too much chocolate. You know 2 bars of chocolate in one day is too much. So, you know, especially after you've just spent like a couple of hours in the swimming pool and what you actually needed was, you know, a drink of water to rehydrate yourself. So, yeah, I know. You're going into alert mode, gonna go blow shit up on Borderlands. Okay. Have fun with that. I'm enjoying knitting these actually. The colour changes often enough to keep your interest. Oops. Hello, Helford. How you doing? You're only here for Bruce, but you're not good. What's the matter? You alright? Oh, sorry about the noise. The dog's having a roll around in her bed. Yeah, it's that kind of roll around that involves legs waving about in the air while you make silly noises. Yeah. Mum came home Wednesday from hospital. I'm sorry. Scary. she does that. She gets there, she rolls about and rubs her back and goes, oh, while she's doing it. And she kind of sits there afterwards looking rather baffled, you know, as to what actually happened. Oxygen sats are low. Oh, it doesn't sound great, does it, lovey? Oh. Hey, Vic. Thanks for the host. Yeah. Host. Dog's having the time. Yeah. She's losing her marbles, I think. Still waiting on an update. Well, I hope she's okay. Oh. What do you think? Do you think they've let her out too early? Or, you know, has she caught something else, do you think? Slip. Well, hope she turns around and starts to feel better. How's it going, Miss Victus? You alright? Pummy. Oh, excuse me. That come out of nowhere. Ooh. I'm assuming she's been tested, is she? Can't complain. Good girl. That's what I like to hear. Oh, I could sleep. Daryl. Thank you. Stretchy time. Oh dear. God's sake. I know, doesn't it look pretty? Like I said to her earlier, I kind of wish I'd made gloves instead. But these are going to be really nice, squishy socks. I'm going to have a sort through of all my yarn. I don't know though, because I quite like that hollyberry that you got. That's pretty. Did you not order fairy lights? I thought you'd ordered these as well. It's West Yorkshire Spinners. The ball band. I've got ball band floating around somewhere or other. Or not, as the case may be. I did. Oh, there it is. There you go. West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. 35% blue face Leicester wool, 25% nylon, and I assume the other whatever percentage is some other kind of wool. Yeah, the yarn's really, really nice. Oh, you've got yours in the yarn shop? Oh, okay. Hello, Sloth, how are you? Yeah, it's nice yarn to work with. It's squishy. It smells really, really nice. And this is the third ball that I've done, because I did the bluey ones. It seems to be, doesn't it? Oh, thank you. I did the bluey ones, which was Silent Night, and then I've got that pastel pair that are on the go, the wildflower socks that are at the top of the thingy bar there. And that's all West Yorkshire Spinners as well. And I think I've got another ball somewhere of another colourway. But I think when I've got, 5 minutes, I'm actually going to sort of sort out all of my yarn. Certainly separate out all of my sock yarn. And get it all in one place, really, more than anything. And easily accessible. You have a ball of vegetables before you start your pair. Cool. How are you, Willie the Sloth? Haven't seen you for a while. Hi Mary, how are you? Colour is bullfinch. Awesome. I must admit there were about 20 different colourways I could quite happily have purchased. So you're good. That's what we like to hear. I'm going to try and use up some of my already purchased yarn though before I go buying any more. Although saying that, I've yeah. Night baby, love you. Good night, Al. He said good night to you before he said good night to his brother. Yes, I need to write down a list of projects, I think, because once Christmas and that's out of the way, I need to get that grandbaby blanket finished, because she's 22 weeks, so in another month she's going to be 26 weeks. So I know, it's so cool, it's so sweet. This is called, it's a slip stitch pattern. I've got it written down somewhere, hang on. It's in the woolly. Pretty sure it's in this bag. It is called Show Off Stranded Socks. Like that. I don't know who it's by, it doesn't have the name written on here. Okay, Miss M, and the same to you, my love. Have a good day. Have a good stream. Yeah, this is the second pair that I've made, and they are really, really comfortable. It's a really, really easy pattern. All you do is you do a yarn over, knit 2, pass it over, then knit 2, and then repeat, yarn over, knit 2, pass it over, knit 2, then you knit around, and then you repeat the pattern again, but you set it off by 2 stitches. So, you know, that, which is what gives you that sort of effect. It shows up better on some other socks I made. These are quite heavy colour wise, so there you go. So on one row you go, you know, you do your yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 2, but then on the next row you do knit 2, yarn over, knit 2, and do it that way. So the pattern's a freebie on Ravelry. Yeah, I thought it looked very, the first pair I did, even though the colour was sort of green and orange, they did remind me of scales, and I remember thinking, you know, if you did that in a blue yarn, that would look really nice. Blues and green, it does, doesn't it? It looks like a Christmas tree. But yeah, if you did it on like a bluey greeny yarn, that'd be really nice. So, okay, Mary. But yeah, they stretch really nicely actually. So, you know, but they still feel really nice and thick, so. Oh yeah, should be. Should be. I tend to knit in the evenings, so and then once Christmas is done, because I'm doing like a sort of Christmas challenge for the knitting, I can get on and finish the blanket for my grandbaby. And the wildflower socks and all that. And trying to resist the urge to cuss on 6 billion other things that I want to do. Oh, it's the wildflowers. It's a challenge that a friend's doing on her Discord challenge, and it's to knit Christmassy style socks basically. And she's just doing a couple of that's the wildflower. She's just doing a couple of prizes. So yeah, I like the wildflower. And then knitting up like that. Pics of my favourite fan. Okay, hang on a minute. My baby. He looks so fed up. It's like, why are you taking photographs of me? It's like, mother, will you just fuck off with your camera? Do you see Romeo? For those of you that don't know, Romeo, it's I just wanted to do a little bit. Romeo is my #1 fan. Romeo lives in Tennessee, which is miles away from me because I live in the UK. But he likes to watch my streams. We don't know why, but when I'm on, he hears my voice and he comes running. Yes, it is. And yeah, he likes to watch my stream, and we don't know what it is. And April also streams, and when she streams, if I'm in chat and she says Romeo, Sam's in chat, he comes running. And then he'll get on the table and he'll love the overhead camera. He'll purr at it and he'll boff it like that, and all. It's so funny. It's so weird, and we don't know why he does this. It's brilliant to watch, but he loves me. Well, it looks like he loves me a little bit better today. He was a bit annoyed with me last week, and I felt really, really guilty. He does, and he gives kisses to the camera and everything. It's so cute. Yes, the percentages there are how complete each project is. So the socks that are in the other bag that I've just showed you are only at 26% because I started it and then I stopped it to do the Christmas socks, basically. The grandbaby blanket is, like I say, started. I haven't got very far. I've literally done about that much. But that won't take very long to do because it's on thicker yarn and it's all garter stitched. So, you know, I can sit down a couple of evenings and get that done. The spinning baby alpaca, that is a spinning wheel project, so I spin on Thursday nights on stream, and we're doing some lovely sort of pale, very muted pinks and purples, all sort of blends from blue to pink to purple. We're doing that at the moment, and then that will be plied with some other yarn that will appear down there in time. So the list is unfortunately getting longer. But yeah, once Christmas is over, I can remove the Christmas stuff at the bottom. It's a knitting blanket, yeah. It's on the knit. I think it's a Knit Picks website one. It's in the other room. I moved it back in there. And it's called the ABC blanket, I think. I'm sure it's on the Knit Picks website. It's a free pattern. I'm sure it's Knit Picks that I got it. And it's a 3x3 blanket, so 3 squares that are about yay big. Yeah, I can crochet. Yay big, and then you've got ABC going down diagonally, and it's all done via garter stitch and stocking stitch. And then you've got a couple of the squares have got like little baby building blocks in. There's a star in another one, a little rubber ducky in another one, a little sailboat in another one. So yeah, I can crochet. I don't crochet very often, and I haven't crocheted anything of note for quite a long time actually, but yeah, I can crochet. Am I going to stream Christmas Eve? I don't know. Really don't know. I'd like to. It depends on if I'm caught up, basically. Yeah, my daughter's colour scheme for the baby is like greys and whites. So I found this beautiful sort of silver yarn in my mum's stash actually. My mum's had to stop crafting because she can't see to do it anymore. And she gave me all her yarn and that. And I said to my daughter, I said, yeah, have a root through this and let me know if there's anything in there that you like for the blanket. I think you're going to like this yarn. And she pulled it out and she went, oh, I really like that. So I said, okay, we'll make it in that. Thankfully, it's quite a chunky yarn. So I'll make a nice big blanket with not too much work. You're working Christmas Eve. Are you what till late? You're only off Christmas Day, aren't you? I don't know. It depends what my family wants to do actually regarding Thursday, because normally we all get together and we get like a takeaway and whatever and have a few drinks, but I really don't know. You're backing on box. Oh, sounds like my kids. So Alex turned around to me and went, well, I might even be working Christmas Day. You better fucking not. Yeah, Elle won't be streaming on Thursday. I really don't know. I will play it by ear because it depends on whether I've got all the cakes done and whether we're ready. If we're ready, I will. What time are you streaming Christmas Day? Will it be a early one? Because I was thinking I might Christmas night. Yeah, I might do Christmas night instead. I might move my Christmas Eve stream to Christmas Day and do it in the evening, because it'll be over by that point once I've got Daryl in bed. So yeah, I might do that instead, April, move it to Christmas Day instead. Oi! Pack it in! Pack it in with the rubbing and the face and the itching. Come here. What are you doing? Come here and say hi. Come here. Come here. She's like, no, because you're going to pick me up. And I don't like being picked up, Mummy. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. No, don't struggle. Don't struggle. Sit still. Just sit there for a minute. Just sit for a minute. Yeah, I know. God, dear. Sit still. Bloody dog. She's a pain in the bum. What's the matter now? Go see Matthew. Go and bug Matthew for 5 minutes. I haven't got anything for you. Pat the dog on the head. Stupid dog. Do you want a drink? Is that what matters? I'm just going to go get the dog a drink. I'll be back in a sec. Right, dog's got water. I've refilled my drink. Washed my hands because they now smell of dog. Excuse me. Yeah, I've still got 101 things to do. Before the end of the month. I've still got to make my journal for next year and set up January because, you know, I haven't done any of that yet. Probably not. I'd get bored if I had to stick to the same theme all year round. Sometimes do a theme for a month, but they tend to sort of be quite Spartan now because I fill the page up with you know, trackers, and I actually fill the page up with useful stuff rather than drawing all over it. I used to draw all over it and do pretty things, but it's just too much fucking hassle nowadays. I don't know. I don't know what to do for January. So if anybody has any good ideas, do let me know. Yeah, it's the effort of keeping up with it, isn't it? I mean, just the basic, non-decorated spreads for the monthly setup take me a good couple of hours to do. Bless you. So, I see these spreads on Instagram and I'm like, Jesus, works of art. Well, that's it. Some people every week do this massive, beautiful drawing. And I'm like, well, it looks great in that, but sometimes it's not functional. And I'm like, well, if you're doing something that's not functional, then why make it a bullet journal spread? Why not just draw something? But I don't know. Now my hands feel really dry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I suppose some people, people must enjoy doing it, otherwise they wouldn't do it. But I remember, I still can't remember this woman's name. I mentioned her a few months back. She works in a blackout journal, so it's all black pages. Yay! Kids fed, tea on the go, time to relax. I still can't remember who it was, and her pages are all black, and she uses shiny gel pens to do her spreads, and they're amazing. I'm talking like, and I think it was on her September spread, and I was just like, I just want to throw my entire journal away now, because you're tossing out this absolutely amazing work, and I think, God, for me to do that would take hours. I'm assuming it doesn't. I'm doing that right next to the mic, sorry. I'm assuming it doesn't take her hours to do. Or if it does, then, she obviously doesn't have a life, but life's too short for me to sit here for hours upon end creating spreads every week. I don't have the time. Or the inclination, to be quite honest. Chocolate. Sorry. My weekly spread that I do, I've done that every week this year, and it works for me. I started doing it last year because it is the exact size that I need it to be. Even on a busy week, I don't need my spreads to be any bigger than this. It's functional. I do them different colours. Because I colour code everything, it makes it quite colourful enough. There's no room for me to draw anything unless I stop doing the little calendar, which I could, but then what am I going to put in there, really? And that has been my Spreads throughout the year haven't changed that much. That is now on one page rather than on two. Like that. But other than that, you know, her face and hair have changed a little bit over the year, but the majority of the spreads have stayed the same. Sometimes I do a pretty cover page. Sometimes I don't. I think March I decorate because it was like ladybirds. So, you know, March was a bit more... but then again, I got to here and the week is functional as I want it. April, well, that was showers, wasn't it? You know. I even stuck a thing in here, said I was all prepared for this month, then COVID happened and I got lazy. And I just stopped filling it in. So, you know. But yeah. I don't tend to do themes. Obviously, you know. You don't have to be though, Vic. That's the thing. My spreads are all the same throughout the year. You can see they are. They don't change. The writing occasionally changes. This is May, so it was Star Wars. My my late fiance was a huge Star Wars fan. A year ago today, it came up on my Facebook feed. A year ago today, I went to see the last Star Wars film, and I actually wrote on Facebook, you know, shame you had to miss it, lover, and I wish you could have seen how it all ended, you know. So May had to be Star Wars themed, really. I saw this on Instagram and I copied it because I thought it looked nice, and I still think it looks nice. I'm really, really pleased with that. I'm going to do something similar to that again, you know. But the other pages are all the same. I used to do this a lot. You don't need to be very creative for that. All you need to do is fit the word in and then trace around it a few times. And then you can add other things in to just, you know. August. September. Well, that was because he was supposed to be going back to school, but we switched to home education. So, and again, that one I did decorate slightly. And I had a lot of fun doing that, you know. So that was good fun. But again, this takes time to do this. And I don't want to be farting around with it. October was obviously Halloween. November, I really didn't know what else to do. And I saw this picture somewhere of teacups, and I was like, right. And December was my swimming pool present. And then I stuck this on as a interactive element, you know. And the only thing I've done differently this month is my mood and pain tracker. That's Christmas presents. But other than that, they're all still the same. So the best thing you need to... The advice I would give you, if you're starting a bullet journal, is to write down what you want to have in it. What spread you want, what you want to track, what you want it to do for you. And then go from there. I mean, it's like some women track their cycles. Well, I don't, because that all goes on an app on my phone. You know, some people track the temperature and then make those temperature blankets, which I keep thinking I must do, but I would forget to check the temperature because I'm like that. And not only that, but I always think in England the temperature doesn't change enough for me to get a pretty rainbowy coloured blanket out of it. So yeah, I mean, in my journal over the last sort of year or bit, I practice different styles of writing, and you know, it's all colour coded. Yours mostly tracks your stitching or whatever crafty project you're doing. Try to put at least one positive thing that happens. Okay, well, that's fair enough. What is the range? It's a shop. It's a shop that sells home goods, gardening stuff and craft items. It's a large store. Oh, ranges in temperature. Sorry. Well, summertime, it's anything between 20 to 25, I suppose. Might occasionally get a little bit warmer than that. I don't know. I don't really tend to check the weather that often. Like I say, I'm just like, is it raining? Yes. Put a coat on. See, if you'd asked me that last week, or not last week, Thursday, Claire could have told you, because Claire's got those weather station doohickey things all over the place. She's a bit obsessed with the weather. Claire came in chat on Thursday. Yes, so am I. But the thing is, should we or should we wait until we've lost some weight? I've got all 3 colours in my basket on Amazon. And I'm really tempted to buy them. But then I'm like, but I plan on going on a diet, don't I? Because you need them. Well, so do I need them. I need them really badly. But then I'm like, I might buy them in the size that I think I am rather than the size that I actually am. And then once I lose a little bit of weight, they'll fit. You started doing one last year, but missed you going into hospital stopped you doing it. Yeah. Oh, have they? Oh. Hello, exotic kitty. You're just lurking the whole time as you sort of get... Yeah, that's fine. Lurking is good. Lurking is perfectly acceptable. Thank you for saying hi. Is the blanket for anything special? And what are you gaming as well, if you can take time out to answer that? Yeah, so that's what I think. If I buy those jeans and get them in a, slightly smaller size. Not that I need any more jeans, because I've got about 6 pairs upstairs that are, slightly smaller. That I go out and buy and get home and go, oh, for fuck's sake, they don't fit. That's right, I'll put them away and they'll fit me this time next year or something, But the wide leg ones, they are so gorgeous. I was telling Callie about them and she suggested I saw them in your Amazon basket because we share an account. And I was like, well, they're really nice. They run large. No, so I might have to go down a size. And I was like, if I get them though, I might have to buy a new pair of New Rocks. Because I don't currently have a pair of New Rocks. Can you believe I don't actually have a pair of New Rocks? I got this game a while ago for free. I didn't think you'd like it because you don't usually go for it. Awesome. But the issue I have is that I can't afford a new pair of New Rocks. Because New Rocks are expensive. Well, as long as you're enjoying it, then go with it. I love New Rocks. I remember I talked my mum into buying me a pair one year for Christmas. And I got them. I was like, these have to be the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. I loved them. Really, really loved them. And I wore them everywhere. And after sort of a couple of weeks, my mum said to me, how you getting on the shoes? I said, they're great. I said, but my thighs hurt. She started to laugh and she was like, what? I said, my thighs hurt because the boots are so heavy. That when I said, it's given my thighs a workout. She thought that was hysterical. And she was like, I don't know how you managed fucking driving them and all this sort. I was like, I love them. They're great. And then I finally wore them to split. I split the seams. Yeah, the weight of walking in them, it was like a fucking leg workout, mate. You gotta try and build your land, protect it, fight, and trade. Cool. You can't wear the New Yorkshire you have because they're too. Oh no! But yes, and I wore them probably straight for about 4.5, 5 years, and then the sole, you know, this inch thick sole across the ball of my foot, they both cracked. So I had to, you know, I had to ditch them. I was gutted, and then my kids one Christmas bought me a replacement pair, but the sizing must have changed because they were just ever so slightly too big, and every time I wore them, my socks kept falling off because my feet were sliding about in the shoe so much. And I tried, you know, inner soles and all that. And my sock, I would lose a sock, guaranteed. It didn't matter what socks I wore, whether they were store socks, knitted socks, you know, whatever. So I never wore them, and Callie stole them in the end. But I would like to get another pair. They've gone up in price since I last bought a pair. Gone up by about 30 quid, I think. I would love a new pair though. I usually just get the basic ones, but at one point we all had a pair. I had a pair, Callie had a pair, my eldest son had a pair, and my younger son had a pair. Anyone that didn't have a pair was Matthew. The flame ones, you know, but there's so many different styles nowadays, isn't there, as well? That's, you know, I'd love to get some of the ones with the heels, but I can't wear heels all day. Do my feet in. Well, I can't do heels for more than about 10 minutes, really, you know. Look them up. New Rock boots. Look them up. They're great. Especially if you are an alternative goth metal style dresser. They are big ass, chunky ass boots. I love them. Blanket you're working on is for your brother's wife, still not done. You could have technically finished it yesterday, maybe. But your hands are so sore from working on it, yeah. That's the trouble, isn't it? I apologise if you can hear that. I should probably turn the heels on these later. Well, start the heels anyway. Don't know whether I'll get it all done. Oh, stretchy. Don't know how long this is. Oh, 6 inches. That's good. They look so flippin' bright up there. They're not. They're a little bit more muted than that. I'm really pleased with them. Pardon me. I don't know how much New Rock's running at nowadays then. Everybody. Let's have a look. New Rock boots. Let's see. Oh, crikey. TrueClothing.com are fucking expensive. EMP.co.uk. Under 150. That's not too bad. Rubbersole.co.uk are bloody expensive too. Oh, hey, Amazon do them. £159. Ooh, those look nice. Who will be shopping? We are shopping. Yes. Should we screen it? Alright, hang on a sec. I know that looks weird. Just hang on. I know. It's not my fault you brought me here. Can we see? Oh, hang on. How do I get it so you guys can see it? Let me make the window smaller. I don't know how to get the stupid thing to show it so you can see it all. Now I'm totally confused because I've got about 11 windows. Hang on. That's the ones that I used to have. They've got like a flame design on the bottom there. Ooh, on the bottom here. But mine had purple flames. That has not got skull buckles. That says black skull devil leather. Devil. It's not. That's just the basic ones. And they're only, what, £159? That's not bad, is it? I can't see chat. Hang on. Yeah, mine were 109, so those have really gone up. Yeah, we had the red orangey ones as well, but let's have a look. New Rock boots. So you can get shoe style. Yeah, £109. My son's got ones, and his have got like these massive spikes coming out of the front of it, which are quite cool. Yeah, those ones, Vig, with the reddy orangey flames. My God, they were so comfortable. Those are £186 now. Look. Wow, that's expensive. Yeah, £186. Fucking hell. That's the ones my son got. Fucking great spikes on the front. You paid 80 second hand. You did good there then. I'd love to get ones that go all the way up the leg, but I have fat calves. See, I quite like these ones with the slight heel. You know? I really, really like those ones. Did you have these ones? How big is the heel? Is it a huge heel? Or does it not feel very huge because you already got like chunky under the foot? See, I could probably do 1.5 inches. I keep looking at these ones. It's not massive, yeah. Yeah, well that's why I asked, because it's so... but they're heavier. That doesn't bother me. I mean, I'd love to wear those, but, you know, I couldn't cope with that kind of heel. Vintage floral, they're pretty. One of my kids had a pair where the buckles were actual flames. So that's all black. See, that's quite nice. Why is that one 200? I don't get why there's such a huge difference in price. Look at them. You got this one is 159 and that one's 209. And then that one that looks virtually the same except it's got some silver bits is 164.99. Those look exactly like the ones we just looked at, but they're 117.99. I'm confused. I couldn't fucking walk in those. My son had those ones, but his have flame buckles on them as well. Yeah, Alex had those. I like those. I am really tempted by those. See, those ones are 155, the other pair are 170. Yeah, the pricing is odd, isn't it? Really tempted. Yeah, see these ones. Oh, see, that one's even a penny cheaper. It's exactly the same shoe, isn't it? 373 S3, 117.99, 154.99, 117.99. Odd. Yeah. Well, no, I'll get it Christmas Day. See, so why is that one 154.99? And do I have to pay? And that one's got free delivery. The £155 one, you've got to pay £8 to have it delivered. There you go, 2.8-inch heel. It's not too bad. But how high is the sole? Because the sole's got to be a good inch. Yeah, you got like a size 8 to 9. Yeah, I have. It depends. Pretty sure I had 42 inch in that. Doesn't tell you what size those are. My issue with buying off of eBay is you don't get any guarantee. Do you? You know? I'm not going mad, am I? There is no size on that. There's no option to choose a size. I'm a big girl as well, sweetie. Don't worry about it. Huh. There's no size on those at all. True Clothing don't seem to put a size on their things. Oh, UK 11. Ah, okay. Hang on then. Did I miss that on the last pair? No, they actually didn't put it on that one. I might save some pennies and get a pair. Because at least if it don't fit, I can return it and know that they will be all right. So they look like the standard ones from the front. Yeah. Have you? No, it's the thingy name. Have you tried looking on Angel Clothing? Because they sell a lot of brands of gothic wear, and it's quite nice, a lot of it. No, S3 is part of the shoe code model number thingy mobile. Well, I've not tried there, I don't think. I'm not going to look because I want to buy loads of things. So I think if I'm gonna, hello knitted girl, how are you? If I'm gonna buy those wide leg jeans, I'm gonna have to have a pair of New Rocks to wear with them, aren't I? You know, because you've got to have something that looks really good underneath them. Ah, hey, Miss Doc, where you been? You've just missed us drooling all over. Yeah, watching me look at Kick-Ass boots. I was just going to say, you just missed us drooling over New Rock boots. Maybe that'll be my New Year's present to myself. He was talking again. Dear me. Oh, it's a mini dress. I already know that I'm going to go, oh, I couldn't possibly wear that as soon as I look at it. Hang on, I'm waiting for my computer to decide whether it wants to open that page or not. Oh, it's thinking about it. £92. Do you know, Callie's got a dress very, very, very similar to that. It's slightly shorter, actually. Yeah, trousers for me as well. I don't do dresses. But Callie's got something very similar to that, Elle. I get chub rub on the old thighs, so I wear trousers. my wardrobe consists of jeans, black vesty tops, and a couple of jumpers, really. Most colourful thing in my wardrobe are my socks. Nice, liking that a lot. Lot. Oh, I think I might call it a day. I'm getting a bit achy. Yeah. Take it easy, Mary. I'm sure I'll talk to you before Christmas. I'll be on Wednesday to set up next week. So, but yeah, for those of you that I don't see before, have a fantastic Christmas. Eat, drink and make merry and all that lot. But not too much, because, you know, you don't want to completely overdo it. So anybody on that we can go raid, that's worth a raid. Oh, yeah, someone's making a wedding dress. Is Ro got finishing up, Dork, or is she going to be live for a bit longer? Because last time I went and raided her, she was like, oh, I'm just going. Thank you. If not, is somebody doing a 24-hour craft-along stream? Working on a plastic canvas reindeer. She's got 22 viewers. Chronically Kaylee. Could always go and raid her if Rogue's just coming off. Yeah, she's got a 24-hour craft. Oh, I don't think I could go for 24 hours. Oh dear. Well, it'll be one or t'other then. Let's see what Dork says when she comes back. This is the first stream you've watched. Ah, well. Heather the Real Renegade, welcome to my channel. Nice to see you. By all means, click the follow button and then you'll know when I'm on again. What we're going to do in a minute is we're going to go and raid somebody. And what that means is that we will switch over to somebody else's channel and I take all of you with me. And it's just nice because it gets... she's getting off of the next stream raid in about 20 minutes. Should we go and do Chronically Kaylee instead then? And see what she's doing because I've not met her before. And I'll grab Rogue another day. So let's go see Chronically Kaylee. Let me just get her channel up and running on my... Mute it so I'm not broadcasting to anybody else. Pardon me. So I hope everybody is all set for Christmas. I will be back Wednesday, hopefully, with a bullet journal set up and a wee bit more knitting. Ready for a chin mag. If you want to come along, please do. If not, you can catch me on my YouTube, which is there. And it'd be very, very nice if you all come along and joined me. I did not copy my fucking thing. Let's have to do that again now. Do I have to put the @ in when I'm talking about raiding somebody? Okay, so we'll go and raid her. Come on, post. Take it easy, and I will see you all next time. Thank you for joining me. Love you loads. Have a very Merry Christmas if I don't see you before.